Hey, I'm Adi, and I'm going solo this hackathon. When I saw the functionality that the Jina API offered, I decided to solve a problem that I'm sure most of us have experienced at some point this year. There are so many articles and tweets about the current pandemic, and we sometimes just don't know what's fake news and what's not. Even if some of these might sound outrageous, people have actually ended up getting harmed because of the fake news this pandemic. That's exactly why I built CovFeFake, your very own COVID fake news detector. And I think that's enough talk. Let's see this thing in action. You can enter, say, a suspicious tweet that you found on Twitter, and Gina will tell you how confident it is that the news is true based on similar news pieces retrieved using Gina's API. Let's look at an example. The CDC actually saw a spike in calls from people poisoning themselves because they thought injecting themselves with soap was a cure to the infection. Let's see what Gina thinks about this. So you can see that the confidence that Gina has in this news is exactly zero, and it thinks that the news is fishy. And rightfully so. Another fake news that was popular was that drinking Corona beer gave you the virus, and this resulted in a loss of over $100 million for the company that produced this beverage. And again, Gina has a low confidence, zero point 0.4. The news looks fishy. So now we know that if people had access to CovFeFake, at least some of them could have saved themselves from poisoning, and the company could have saved a lot of money. Now let's look at the flip side and see the results of feeding in news that's true and it's actually confirmed by the CDC and other medical agencies. One particular news that's true is that the symptoms of the infection are dry cough and fever. Let's see what Gina thinks about this. And again, the first query takes some time, but then the subsequent queries are pretty fast. And you can see that Gina has a pretty high confidence that this news is true, a confidence of zero point 0.8, pretty good. Another news was that the symptoms for the infection take about 1 to 14 days to manifest in a person. And we could check the same with Gina. And again, Gina has a pretty high confidence of 0 point 0.6. It thinks that the news is true. The quality of this product is constrained only by the quality of the dataset. And with more time, I could definitely scale this to an actual product. And that should be it. So yeah, this was a quick overview of my project. Definitely do check out the repo as well to dive into the code. Thanks.